Hello, and welcome back on another episode of why you shouldn't resign. Because today, I'm gonna show you a 77 move game, which was insane, just crazy. So let's get right into it. Relax, sit back, get some snacks, and enjoy this. This is gonna be a long one. E4 c5, obviously it was a very nice game, the Sicilian defense. Knight c3 d6, d4, c takes d4, queen takes d4, knight c6, and now queen d5, queen f6, queen d3, knight e5, queen d2, g6, f4, and now knight c4. And yeah, I am already done a piece. But I continue, alright, I'm down a piece. Hasn't stopped me before. Bishop g7, e5 takes, and this is a blunder because I can take with the king, and since I did develop my bishop, the rook is defending my queen. So king takes f7, queen takes d8, rook takes d8, and f takes e5. And I'm only a pawn down, which I will actually re-win now. Knight f3, takes, and check. There are many moves. There are 2 or 3 moves where my guy just aura farmed with some moves. Like check. I went king g7, bishop f4. I said no bishop trade. Bishop d4 check. King h1, bishop f5. Rook a d1. I take the knight because I hate knights, especially in endgames. So bishop takes c3, b takes c3, and now bishop takes c2. I should have taken the rook, but I don't really care. Right, he gives a check, bishop e5 check, king g8, takes, and now bishop f4. I go back to f5, h3, bishop e6, and now bishop h6, threatening, if this rook ever moves, threatening mate. Like, this is simply mate. The opera mate. This is the opera mate, the Morphy mate. So I take on a2, and this is basically, these are the pieces that will stay until the end of the game. Like, no progress, not much progress was made for like a lot of moves. Indeed, yeah, like basically these are the pieces until the end of the game. So I go king f7, defending my pawn, rook f1 check, king e8, bishop f4, bishop c4. I am 2 pawns up, by the way. a6, rook a4, bishop b5, and now rook e4. Bishop c6, wait, I'm 2 pawns up. Rook e3, I go rook d2, threatening this pawn. He goes, yeah, indeed, I actually pre-moved king takes c7, because I said, alright, he's gonna win a pawn, but I'm still 1 pawn up, because with the rook takes e7, king takes, and bishop takes rook. But he didn't do that, he went bishop g5, I went bishop takes g2 check, because I said, alright, we'll trade some pawns. We'll trade a pawn, king g1, bishop c6, and now He took with the bishop, which I didn't expect. Bishop takes c7, and I go king f7. I'm surprised to see, like, I didn't really, like, review the game. So I'm surprised to see I actually, most of the moves I made were the best moves. But the fun is just, is yet to start. Rook d1 check, king f2, rook d2 check, king e1, and now I went... why the hell did I go? Rook d8. It was better rook d7, but the computer suggested rook h2, alright. But not yet, like, now rook f3, yeah, rook e7 check would have been much better. Yeah, here I didn't see the rook. So I went king g7 instead of rook takes bishop takes f3. Rook f2, rook e8 check, king d1, bishop a4 check, king c1, rook e1 check, king b2. Yeah, now the fun is beginning. Not so many best moves now. Rook e8, rook d2, bishop b5 with the intention of going rook e2 and killing the rooks. So he went king b3, bishop c6, c4, rook e3 check. He blocks with the bishop, bishop c3 check. Yeah, another aura farming move, block check. I went king f7, rook f2 check, king e7, king c2. Yeah, I should have taken the pawn, true. But I saw this check, I got a bit scared. So I went to rook e6, bishop b4 check. And now I start a bit... yeah, I start blundering a bit. King d7, and now, yeah, rook f7 check. King e8. Rook takes h7. g5, and around here he offered me a draw. But I said, no way, I'm 2 pawns up. Yeah, around probably here. Here he offered me a draw. And I said, no way, I'm 2 pawns up. Now I am 1 pawn up. And it is a draw. But I still played on. Rook g7, bishop e4 check. King c3. Rook e5. Bishop d6. Rook e6, it seems only move. Bishop c5, b6, bishop d4. I went h6, rook h6, takes with check, king b4, and now I went rook h6. I mean, I had 3 minutes on the clock. Indeed, I blundered the bishop, but I don't know why I kept going, but it's good that I kept going, because now if I check king b5, king c7 check, king d6, rook b7 check, king a6, a4. I said, alright, that's the only thing I have. So rook takes b6, king c7, rook b5, rook h3, bishop b6 check, king c6, rook a5, a3, and now what? Oh, it seems I actually did the best move. He went bishop d4, I went rook h4, rook c5 check, king d6, rook d5 check, king e6 is a blunder. He should have gone king b5, alright, stockfish moves. King e5 check. I repeated moves with the hope that it would be a draw, because actually if he doesn't defend the bishop, I just take and it's a draw. But he went here, and I said, alright, I'm dead. King c6, and now he went bishop f2. And this, guys, is why you should never resign.